Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Alan H. And wow, I'm very happy to see you left me a message at my online TOEFL course webpage at onlinetoeflcourse.com. So let's take a look at your situation. You say, I am from Mexico. I want to pursue a pharmacist certification in the state of California, but I'm required to get a TOEFL IBT score of 26 in speaking and 24 in writing. Also, my overall score must be 89. You say, I am really desperate as I don't know how to study for the speaking section. I have taken the test 3 times in the last 4 months, but I've been falling short in my speaking scores. Right? So the first time you took it, you got 22. The second time you took the TOEFL, you got 19 on the speaking. And then finally, you got a 20 out of 30 on the speaking section of the test. It says here, does your course cover specific speaking templates or tips to achieve a 26 score? The answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. But remember that it's not just some tips or templates that you have to look at. You got some legitimate language use issues. How do I know this? Let me look at the rubrics for the TOEFL IBT right now. Let's take a look at your score. So you're between 19 and 20 points, am I right? Now the question is, what does that mean? You're between 19 and 22 points. So looking at the rubrics, that means that you're scoring really between 2.5 to 2.8. You're in the 2 range, not quite in the 3 range yet. So for delivery, it means that you have unclear articulation, you have awkward intonation, you have choppy, fragmented, telegraphic, and frequent pauses and hesitations. All of these problems here, they have nothing to do with TOEFL templates. It has everything to do about whether or not you're speaking clearly. So you got to work on a lot of pronunciation issues. First thing, Ellen, when you join my online TOEFL course, I recommend that you complete my pronunciation pretest, and let's see if we can figure out exactly what the problems are that you're having, and then which lessons in my online TOEFL course you need to focus on in order to improve. But that's not enough. Based on your speaking score right now, Ellen, you want to watch, I'm going to recommend 3 or 4 movies a week. Each movie is 2 hours in English. Really pay attention to how the speakers are communicating. That's going to be good for you. Okay, language use. Unfortunately, your score of 19 to 22 means that you have some limitations when it comes to grammar and vocabulary. It means that probably your grammar is a little bit basic, your vocabulary is a little bit basic, or you might not be using some of those structures or words accurately, right? Topic development, you're also having some problems with topic development. It means in the independent speaking task, when you're trying to give some examples to support your ideas, guess what? You're not doing that. You have very limited detail and support for your generalizations. You can trace that back to your limitations with your language use. You see the connection? Because your vocabulary and your grammar is limited, you're having difficulty being very specific when you're explaining details to support your generalizations. So also, topic development, it's also the connection of your ideas sometimes are unclear. So it's not easy to see how things are connected. You see what we're talking about? So really, my speaking section of my course, Ellen, I have over 300 independent speaking topics that you can begin practicing today. But I'm going to tell you, here's what you want to do. You want to focus a lot in the vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and also speaking parts of my course. You want to do a lot of that. Even something that would be good for you, and I hope you're writing this stuff down. Take good notes, because once you join my course, you're going to go to my online, you go, crap, there's over 700 lessons here, what do I do? But I'm telling you right now how you can use my course. That means that you're focusing a lot right now, as I said, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Even you can go through the reading and the listening parts of my course. I mean, this is important. Write this down, Alan. Okay, as you do my listening practice test, in addition to answering the comprehension questions, I think you can also practice taking notes. I want you to write down in note form what the lecture is about. Then using those notes, you should practice speaking for about 60 seconds. That's going to be very important. Now, you don't have to post this for me to grade or anything, but I want you to get used to taking notes on lectures and then speaking using those notes. That's going to be very good. Now, secondly, as you go through the reading part of my course, Alan, as you go through the reading practice test, obviously you can work on your reading speed if you want, but as you read the reading passage, again, take down some notes. Then using those notes, I want you to speak about the reading passage for about 60 seconds. So you can use the listening and the reading parts of my course to help you practice integrated speaking. Obviously, you need to focus in the pronunciation, grammar, and the vocabulary parts of my course because that helps solve the delivery, language use, and topic development issues you're having because of your score. And of course, you want to start posting speaking practice tests for me to comment on. That's exactly what you want to do because you want to get comments back from a TOEFL IBT speaking specialist. Am I right? Now here's what I'm going to do. As I put the video into my comments here, you'll notice right below the video, I'm going to give you a link to my Voxy Pop discussion group. So I want you to see what my students do every day so you can see the kind of feedback that you can get when you join my online course. So once you become one of my students in my online TOEFL course, Alan, you also can start posting speaking and pronunciation practice tests. And you get feedback from me about 24 hours after you're having completed those tasks. Does that make sense? So we can do this. So I'm an expert. My goal is to help you reach your goal. But to be honest with you, you're probably not going to want to hear anything what I'm saying right now, but I'm being honest, you're probably looking at least 3 months of very serious practice before you bring up your speaking score to what it needs to be. Remember, it's not just about organizing and using templates and TOEFL tips. It's about solving language use issues, solving pronunciation issues, and organizing and developing your ideas in a clearer manner, in a more productive manner. These are the things that you need to work on for the next 3 months. All right, Alan? Anyway, thank you very much and all the best to your high-scoring speaking success.